For your sketchbook, you're going to need 10 pieces of paper. So go ahead and check that you have 10 pieces of paper. We are going to end up splitting this into two groups of 5. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's one group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my other group. Both of these stacks of papers we're going to fold in half like a hamburger, kind of like a little book. Not long ways, like a hot dog. So go ahead and fold your first piece. Now you want to make sure that you line up those edges perfectly and then make this fold nice and crisp by pressing down really good. Go ahead and fold both of your stacks of 5 papers. Make sure it's lined up perfectly. The edge is nice and crisp, so you have 2 tiny little books. All right, go ahead and take one of your little books, and we're going to measure 2 little lines on the folded side. So this is my part that's folded, that are 1 inch long. So from the edge right here, I'm going to measure 1 inch. Now remember, when you are measuring, the end of the ruler is not this part, it's the first line. So I want to line up the first line with the edge of my book, not the end of the ruler. All right, I'm going to make a little mark. See that little long line where the 1 is? Go ahead and make a little mark there. And then we're going to flip this thing over, and I want you to do the same thing on the other edge. So line up the long line, make a little mark at the 1. Go ahead and do that yourself. All right, now you're going to need your scissors. Open your book up so it's nice and big. And I'm going to make a little cut that goes along the spine of my book that goes up to that little mark. Like that. And then make sure you stop when you get to the mark. Do the same thing on the other side. Cool. I should have 2 little flaps. All right, go ahead and set this to the side. Don't need it right now. Now I'm going to take my other little book, and just using my thumb, I'm going to make a little mark at the edge of the spine where my thumb ends. So up here, I'm going to do the same thing. Take my thumb. Doesn't need to be perfect. Make a little mark. Good. This one I want to be a little bit shorter than the other one. That's why we didn't use our ruler. Okay. This time, we're going to take our scissors, and what we're going to do, you don't have to draw it yourself, but we're going to end up cutting a skinny, skinny, skinny little line between these 2 marks. I don't want to cut here, and I don't want to cut here. So just go ahead and watch this first. I'm going to take my scissors. This thing is still folded. I'm going to go to where my first little line was. I'm going to make a little cut, and I want this to be skinny, skinny, skinny. I'm going to cut a skinny little piece out right here. And get to the end, and then just make a little cut. And pull that off. When I open this, you'll see that we have like a little slit in the middle of our book, but I didn't cut up here, and I didn't cut down here, so it all still stays together. Go ahead and cut your little skinny part out of the side of the book while it's still folded. Okay, so now I have my 2 pages. I'm going to open them both up. So I have my one with my little slit in the middle, and then I have my one with the slits on the top. Take the one with the slits on the top, like this, and I want you to roll it up from the bottom up like this. So you have a little magic wand. Now, take your pages with a slit in the middle. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to slide this in and stop when I get to my little slit in the middle. All right? So I rolled this up, I opened this, and I kind of like opened it up so I can slide this inside. Now when I get to the middle, I'm going to kind of let go, and I got to shimmy my little slit so that it kind of hooks together. You see how I do that? So here's my little slit, here's the top part, and I'm opening it up so they hook together. And then I'm just going to unroll this part, shimmy it around until the bottom hooks together too. And boom, now they're attached. I got a little book. I just need to refold it together so it feels nice and crisp. And I got a book, and it stays together so nice. Later on, we're going to attach it to our cover. So whatever page you chose for your cover page, I'm going to choose pink. You're just going to fold it in half, like a hamburger again. Make sure I lined it up perfectly. Sometimes kids fold like wonky crazy. That'd be perfecto. Right. Make it crisp. I'm going to place this inside. And then me, Miss Ellers, I'm going to end up stapling your page to your cover page for you. And you're going to end up having a little book. And it's going to stay together really nice. And it's not going to get damaged. And then you can use this all year. Don't forget, before the end of class, to put your name and your class code. Your class code is going to be the first letter of your teacher's name and your grade level. Just right here on the inside, just in case it falls out of your desk and we know where it goes. All right. Good luck. I'm so excited to see your books.